welcome in fresh off of championship weekend. Feel free to take a break from your holiday chopping and instead come over and chop it up with us. This is the Snapback Chop Podcast. 2 for 1 there.
Yeah,
well done
for sure.
Well done. You've kind of been cooking. Last night was possibly your best tweet and double tweet ever.
They didn't do well, but just keep firing.
Process over results.
Yeah.
One of them did a couple K, but I thought the underdog one would smash.
One of them did a couple K as if you post like 2K bangers all the time.
Yeah, no, this guy acts like he is like the Twitter that fire, as if his last tweet doesn't have 264 total impressions.
Okay, here's the thing. When you say best ever, like that I don't even like.
How many tweets do you think have over 2,500 likes in your career? Like
Over
double
25.
digits?
Yeah, maybe 10.
I even
feel
thought
like
your tweet once.
No, the
Hampton
model
hit
tweet was great. Yeah.
was one down, not taking credit. It's a team game after getting the first win of the season was great.
Yeah.
No, his best tweet, which no one saw because it's a reply, was, "How could you fade Sully?" And he goes, "That's just what my model had."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's good shit.
This is why I don't wish I was a Twitter guy. Again, be careful what you wish for, but like we had a long weekend. I'm tired. I'm just watching the Monday Night Football, and it's just so much easier to tweet than it is to create video content.
It's crazy. Although to be fair, I put on Monsters Inc., turned the phone to Hallie, and it's got 250,000 views. So sometimes it's not about overthinking it.
I didn't realize it got that many views.
That was a great video. I was laughing very hard.
SportsCenter and ESPNW both DM me, so I assume they're going to post it soon. Just doing more for the four-letter network than they could ever imagine doing themselves.
The only thing I thought we were getting, I thought she was going to do the like emotional pregnant cry.
Oh, that it was like adorable and
yeah.
That's what I thought. Honestly, now that I'm scrolling, I don't know what you were on, but we got to replicate that. Like, they're simple, but like, stay hot, Tim. Like, good self-deprecation, being 0-3. The stadium being ready 3 days before, just a simple, plenty of time to spare. Like, keep it simple. And then I don't know what's better, the crowd pop one or the underdog one. I think the underdog one is better just from a business standpoint of incorporating a partner, but the no crowd pop and pricing out true Monster fans is like you just were a comedian last night?
Being around Vert too much.
No, it's a good.
It's good.
No, it's good. Being around, it's that osmosis has worked for me. What I learned from him was I always like tweeted too many words. Just keep it like.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. People don't want to read. They can't read. I mean, the Brandon Walker thing is Exhibit A. That could be the funniest thing of all time.
What?
He tweeted like re-ranking the top 12 the college football playoff based off of how close they are to good barbecue.
Oh, right.
And people are like, "You fucking moron!" It's like, dude, like how dumb can you be? I don't understand. So being around Icy Vert in terms of just brain rot, like, wow, not even a crowd pop. It's like, that's boom.
I mean, it was so good. No, but who photoshopped the underdog for you?
I did that.
Really?
Wait, time out. So it's just laziness. It's not ability.
No, it took a while. I was praying that one of them didn't hit. And then I was like, wait, no, it doesn't say Dallas Goedert. It literally is Sully. So I don't have to be that worried.
I thought you incorporated someone from I thought like you were tired, exhausted, and then you were like, "Hey, Paige, I know you're probably busy, but like, can you Photoshop?" Okay,
I'm really proud
of you. Yeah,
that was the basic editing on your phone options, and then a little square fit to get the circles.
Square fit's good, man.
Yep.
Really proud of you.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there like upside down on my couch, so tired. I have the game on mute, and I'm just like, And I'm just like zooming in. It's like, yeah, Sully, send.
Good shit. All right, quick update for the Chopman. Up to 263 subscribers, plus 12 from last week. Last episode, 200 views. I don't think that there was a lot like rivalry week. I feel like we talked about it. We also didn't have access. We didn't get into those fan communities as much, but similar like championship stuff, I feel like people are just like, once a game is played and then we're on to the playoff, they're just like, I'm over it. And any playoff talk, it evolves so quickly over the weekend that like all that stuff is aged out. I'm more hopeful for this episode. I think we're gonna have some really, I mean, we had 100K subs, we did Big 12 championship. I put out the tweet about playback. We might talk about Vert. We're gonna talk about a new job. We're talking about CFP. Like, I think we're gonna have a lot of good content this episode.
I gotta
take my job. No, you got it.
Well, we just know. I mean, we know.
It's just off back-to-back down episodes. No. I felt like I might need to step in
and everyone's energy needs to be up a little bit. So I just got to say that the thing I want to mention too.
Trivia is actually takes more out of you than you would give it credit.
No, we saw that. We saw that with we know that from fucking media days.
Oh right, yeah, we're
gassed.
And I was also thinking about trivia. For some reason, when we were flying, I just like thought about trivia, and I was thinking about how I get the rap that I suck at trivia, and I was just thinking, if we went, I have been so screwed in the trivia. Like I basically play once every 6 months, and I get what Casey and Jack don't want / or already did.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
And I was thinking back to one of the first times I was at the office to do trivia. There were games I won, like NHL or logo, like throwback logo.
Yeah.
I don't get. Yeah. I have not gotten the ones that not are easy, but like.
But what about now at media days?
I'm still getting like linemen from Nevada.
I don't think that's actually true, honestly.
No, I think you have a bag. It's just not as extensive. Like you're saying, line me up in categories I know.
Right. Like I would. Yeah. Unfortunately, and there's a lot of ones we've burned that are even a lower bar. Like, whatever. Yeah. Again, name that dude. Like the ones with volumes 1 through 10. Like I couldn't participate in those. Like now I'm jumping in and the train's already left the station.
Right. But to be fair, I think name that dude volumes 1 through 10, but we are probably slightly quicker at it. Right?
Yes. So then it's just like, and I don't have I'm behind. I'm trying to, I'm the rookie quarterback.
You're not informed. Yeah, you're not.
You threw me in, and it's like, no, I need like a little bit of learning in the system.
And is this because you've been performing better on the trivia app that you're like, no, I actually do know shit? Or just a separate thought?
It just was a separate thought. I was just thinking about because I'm excited for Radio Row this year. Like, again, just having another year under your belt and all that. I'm like, no, I'm actually just going to get like left tackles from Rutgers. And then you're going to be like, well, Tim's useless. I'm like, okay, yeah. But see you guys again in July when we do this again. And it's
to just full transparency here. I did have a conversation with Sean when we were doing creds. And I was like, if we're going to send Tim to Milan and we're not going to the game and we're not out there with Underdog, like I want him at Radio Row, but from a trivia perspective, like how valuable is he? More so also Dawson, like do we need both of you? Do we need each of you?
I fuck with watching Tim cut from Radio Row.
No, Tim wouldn't be cut from Radio Row.
That would be devastating. Like I'm so looking forward to that.
Well, we got to get approved first. So
gotcha.
That's
Mm.
But you would be included.
Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you.
And over Sean in the pecking order.
I like Sean though.
No, Sean.
He's not going to be happy about that.
Sean knows this. You were on that call. Oh no, I was direct with Sean.
Yeah, I wasn't on that call, and I know how much he wants to be at Radio Row. That's all I'm saying.
Radio Row is my barometer of my career journey. Like, cause you know what I mean? It's like the 1 year, like where were you last year? Like I have a very stark, like Radio Row better, more comfortable. You know, it's a, again, not that is content unless I do like the Billy Joel Silver Springs thing, and it's just like it's very important that you say yes when, you know, the lanky guy you met at NASCAR offers you a job.
It's a TikTok trend in case you don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Yes. All right. Got it.
You're going to meet a guy at NASCAR. It's very
Got
important.
it.
You go out to dinner with
that
him.
you go to that dinner, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine if you didn't go to that dinner.
Nope. I know. And
He'd be betting the
wait,
NFL
Casey,
at 74%.
Have you never met Michaela?
Nope.
Michaela was begging
me. We had a
me
double
to-
date. It was Riley.
I'm
and
creating
me
a theory that
She's
Tim's
not real.
worried that I would steal
her.
So
But
yeah,
you could, yeah, for sure, mate. No, she keeps saying, "Can we have a holiday Christmas party?"
when we make it, we'll fly people out, rent an event space for sure.
I mean, I said the goal is offsite plus significant
ones,
others.
yeah.
Just not this. No, I know, and then it's too much. But
Yeah.
Casey, what you're not realizing is you're not in charge, so it doesn't really matter your opinion. And you're making 100K got Jalen Hurts. Now he is in charge. He's asserting dominance.
If whoever wants to pretend like they're in charge, whether it be you or Sean, like I won't step on you guys for thinking that.
If the Signetti others were invited, we could do like a full week, right? The reason why it's only 3 days hard work all day, play at night is because we all got to get home and people got kids, they got families, etc. But if we had the SIGs, you could go full week, maybe your 3 days work, 2 days team building, family time.
What do they do like when we're working?
They're on vacation. They go to the fucking pool. What are you talking about? That's like the dream is like...
if I'm going to be honest, and I'm sure I would love everyone's significant other. Like, I'm not sure you want to spend your vacation hanging out with Snapback Sports significant others. Like this.
No, you don't have to.
This isn't the Ravens Wags.
But it's never gonna.
Bus.
It's never gonna not be like, hey, we're going down to the pool. Do you want to come? And it's like,
right. It's like
I actually like hate Mrs. So and so. I'm
right.
not going.
Well, yeah, I actually think
no. If you get to be 30
honest,
people,
I think significant other offsite is like one of the singular worst ideas. I'm with. Holiday party.
It's
did one night.
Significant other.
It's better
dinner.
as a one night.
Awesome.
It's way
You
better.
meet each other. You meet each other on a one night. Everyone's drinking a little. It's like you can only get so annoyed by a human in one night.
Right.
And again, I think most people's significant others would be great, and it would be a ton of fun. But like doing a week long significant other offsite is like top 5 worst ideas you've ever done.
I could not disagree.
Hawaii 250K subs #1. Significant other offsite #2.
And then it's going to turn
that
into
was your
like,
job. You delivered under by 60%.
And then it's going to be like Jack's daughter, like, you know, she like shit her pants for the 15th time at the pool. And then
10 years down the line, it's like she's sucking off Nate's son. And then it's like, what is this? What are we doing here? You know,
I mean,
like,
you asked the underdog people if there were inner workings, and you were like, "Yeah, that's chill."
No, I mean, I'm a horny guy. Like, I just want to know.
You
sex
have a girlfriend.
No, I want to know sex is going on around me.
Okay, all right. So we've turned into Barstool Snapback Sports.
Why?
I also wanted to say on the conversation of like, oh, bad numbers, last 2 video or chops or whatever. I think that this is the most difficult time of year to make content.
Wait,
from
I
the
disagree more.
Yeah,
people are doing nothing at work.
Yeah. I know.
No, that's bad for Chop because our format is throw me on during work because I don't want to do work.
No, but that's what people are doing.
I'm not talking about performance. I'm not talking about performance. It's the worst time because like now, like I always think of it as playing the opposites. Now everybody's talking about the playoff. Yeah. Like I feel like March Madness, like real college basketball people obviously like their Super Bowl is March Madness, but they probably get quite annoyed when everyone who hasn't been quite as invested, hasn't watched, is like, here's who's winning. And it's like
Yes,
me.
but
And it's
that's
like,
why we've laid the groundwork to be able to talk about the playoff.
but there's so much, it gets so crowded. It gets so
And
I don't know, man. I've been posting OD bangers about the playoff.
Right. I was gonna say though, it's empty calories.
Maybe.
Like I gained more followers from us putting out a job than I did anything playoff, and my playoff tweets were every single one was thousands and thousands
Yeah, I mean,
of likes.
It's I don't know.
Ripping.
I don't know how to put my like finger on it. It's how we talk about like our content has a greater impact when we are at Montana and the rest of the world is focused on Ohio State, Michigan, or like everyone came over. Like now it's like now everyone's on it. Like that makes me want to go talk about like cricket. Like I want I want to carve out just enough. Like
no, I'm like the playoff stuff. I'm like, like but that's also because the playoff is like it really is now. We are officially into the NFL part of college football. Like it's just debates who should have gotten in. It's we're going to corporate stadiums.
I feel like our guy Film Watcher, and it's like should or Sanders talk.
Right.
Like it feels it comes to that level where it's like, hey Tim, this is hot right now. And it's like, oh, if I could just like go away from this for 5 minutes, like that's the last thing I
texted Ty, our guy from Texas Tech, and I was like, congrats, like especially after talking to him on the field and hearing like how passionate he is about Tech, like he's probably just over the moon excited right now. And I was like, if you have any recs for Miami or you need recs, like when you come, and I'm like, the Tech story has just completely lost all interest for me because they're going to play in Miami, then they're going to play in Atlanta, and they're going to come back to Miami. And people will be like, can Tech do it? Can they not do it? Or did they buy the team? Did they not buy the team? And it's like the reality and what I've learned to hate about the NFL and why I hate this part about college is like, we're actually just going to see the results.
Yeah,
like you
we're
guys
just going to find out.
Like,
yeah, we're just going to go find out.
Right. Like the brain rot combo about college football playoff is fun because there's so much nuance and so many different. It's like, oh, like someone previewing Texas Tech versus Oregon and Joel Klatt being like, they're going to do X, Y, Z. It's like, at this point, there's 1,000 people who are giving their opinions on it. Like, just roll the ball out. Let's actually just see what happens. You want previews, Casey? You want?
I just like, I feel like your take is just extremely inconsistent in the name of like, there's a ton of nuances in how this game can play out. And there's also a ton of nuances in how the playoff shakes out, but it's the same thing. You're just going to get the results of who's in the playoff.
No, but by the time it happens, it happened. Like what could like
what's I don't get it.
No, Casey, I told you that college football playoff discussion is brain rot. It's the highest form of brain rot.
I love it.
Right.
Previewing, like fighting over who's going to win Ohio State.
Do people
Miami.
do that?
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, like right now, if you say, I think Oregon's going to throttle James Madison, did you even watch them this year? Do you even have any respect for the group of five? And it's just like, whew, oh boy. Like.
Yeah, no, the who's going to win the game conversation, I guess, is like way just less interesting than the college football playoff discussion for sure. If that's essentially what we're saying.
I would say entertainment wise and enjoyment around the conversation. I think Arch at Ohio State was way more interesting and a fun like storytelling for me than just like me versus you. I mean, me versus you, fortunately we had that dynamic in the playoff, but like Texas, Ohio State, it could have been Texas, Alabama, could have been Ohio State, Georgia. Like it was just two big brands going at it. And then there was just like a football game that played out in front of us. And that was it. I don't know. That's
do you, Kate, like, for instance, that Georgia Ohio State game with the field goal right at New Year's, right at 0. Like everyone's got a story about where they were for that.
Right.
And I don't need to hear all your stories. Like, I got it.
Casey actually is the best story.
I know. But like, I have one, like, when it becomes like, it's like who's going to have me break down the Super Bowl? When we were at Radio Row, the Super Bowl, by the time it's Friday, it's like, it's all about if the Chiefs can get off the field on third down. It's like,
no, of course. I don't think I've ever listened or watched a game preview before.
You've never watched like NFL Live?
No.
You've never watched like College Game Day?
No.
Okay. That's probably why you think you're always right.
Yeah. Are you horny for more Shedeur Sanders takes?
No, I don't really know what's getting me going. Oh, the single greatest take, and I brought this up to Jack, and I could go deep on this, on why it's so genius, but playing the bowl games the next year as your first game of the season is the single greatest idea that like someone in regular media has ever come up with of all time. The single greatest idea ever. I mean, it fixes so many problems. If you ignore the obvious that like you get matched up based off of last season, and if someone has like a flash in the pan season and their quarterback, their best wide receiver and linebacker are gone the next year and they may not be the same team, and it may be a more
that's irrelevant though.
Well, that's what that's part of people's problem that I've seen is they're like, well, it's not the same team that is matched up here than it would be next season. It's a completely different
That's
team.
what people are saying. That's so stupid. They book these games 5 years out. That's like the worst point ever.
The preseason games you're saying. The out of conference first.
Right.
Yeah, but
Texas
it's a little
booked
different.
Ohio State in
No, I know.
COVID.
But people are just saying like it's supposed to be even matchups in the bowl games. You won't know till next year. But I think it is so genius. What are all our problems, essentially? You have people opting out because the games mean nothing. So if you do it the next year, that obviously fixes that. And it's not like we haven't seen this before. European soccer, they qualify for something the entire next, like this is a tried and true format anyways. And then you have, I think the best thing is for resumes, all these matchups are ACC versus Big 10, Big 12 versus Big 10, Big 12 versus SEC. And then you at least create a little bit of groundwork week one of when we're debating whose resume is actually better. They play in this conference, they play in that conference. It's not a full blown, like an amazing data set, but at least you're going to have more of those big conference versus big conference matchups where you can set some groundwork for who actually is the better conference.
Are you just clip farming right now? You're like pitching as if we're pushing back.
No, you asked what I was passionate about in sports media. It was this. And I think it's.
Okay, so you just want a clip, right?
No, I didn't even write it down, actually.
Okay.
I just think it's fucking genius, but now I'll clip it. Yeah.
No, I know, but you're like telling it to us as if Tim and I are disagreeing. You're like selling it to us. And we're like, yeah, pretty good idea.
Well, I think I gave my pitch and don't know how you guys feel about it.
Well,
so
if you give us some airtime,
yeah, I should have just been like, yo, this is the sickest thing ever. What do you guys think? And then Tim's like, nah, it's dumb as fuck. And I'm like, well, let me cook.
Yeah.
Right. Redo.
No. My thing is, I'm not particularly passionate about it. I'm watching no matter what. I'm watching no matter when they play.
So in the minority.
Right. So then I can't participate. I want
you
games.
Can't speak for the masses though.
You still watch and bet these games, like I will say.
I love it so much
because you track it all.
Yeah,
I like it too. It's like around Christmas time. They're at like 2 p.m.
The problem is they've lost the plot on when to have
over.
the games. They've lost the plot on when to have the games.
They're all they're all like December 18th.
They all need to be like stacked up on Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 12 to like, that was my favorite thing as a kid.
No, it used to be. Yeah. I just wasn't sure if you're still rocking with that.
I'm trying my best.
Because I feel like the tracking of the portal stuff, and I know
awful.
Like some
really
of them
hard.
do that
it's
for you.
Really hard.
It's not even fun anymore. So
that's actually funny enough. The one time you need a game preview is for bowl games. See who's sitting out, who's starting.
Yeah, but it's just so irrelevant that like who's going to.
Well, it's nice to know that like the backup quarterback, what's his face, was out for 2 games injured this season, so at least he has some regular season reps with it. You know, like any info would be nice to have. And not saying that the sports books don't know and it's all baked in, but just knowing that like I could feel more comfortable this way or another,
It is.
Oh
Oh,
shit!
What's going
let's
on?
go.
What's up, brother?
Nothing much, man. How you guys doing?
We're
We're
doing
doing
well.
well.
How are you? Are those fingers getting heavy yet, or what? You get fitted for the rings yet, or what?
Not yet. Not yet. Soon though. But they're about to get extremely heavy over these next few weeks, months.
I hope they do.
You told us that if we made a deep run, that your lower half is going to feel better. Is there any? How are we feeling?
No, I'm feeling really good actually. I've been walking, jogging, running a little bit, but they want me to play it safe, so this round it's not looking too good, but anything can happen for the round after this one. So
Wow. That's
That's-
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in Miami, so I'm waiting for y'all to get down here.
no, it would be awesome.
How was it? How was it though? Was it cool?
No, it was crazy. I've never been in the stadium that big, so
Insane.
to see the jumbotron and hear how loud the crowd was and all just everything that was going on was crazy. To witness it, because obviously I wasn't playing, just to witness like everything that was going on was crazy.
What was
Yeah.
the celebration like on the way back?
Um, I mean, we're pretty lit on the plane, and then we get off the plane, and then we're pretty lit the rest of the night. So,
Were you DJing?
I was DJing.
Saw that.
So,
Wait, on the plane or at that event?
No,
Oh,
once
no.
they got back.
Once we got back, I DJ'd at one of our local bars, Crickets, and
Oh
it
my
was
God.
it was a great time. So
Was the whole team there?
most of them,
Wow, that's
most
unreal.
of them, yeah, it was crazy.
And it's nice. It's nice because you get like the online crowd who are like, oh, they got to focus up. But in
Yeah.
reality, you guys have like friggin' 3 weeks to celebrate, get back locked in, recover, and
Yeah,
then you're
what
good to
is
go.
the schedule like for the team with this much time off?
Yeah, so the celebration for the Big 12 ended on Sunday. McGuire made that clear. And
Got it.
so this week we're just lifting and doing a bunch of cardio stuff this week. No practice. We'll start back practicing next week, but we're off from Thursday to Sunday this week. So most of the guys are going home. I would go home, but I'm graduating on Friday, so I'll be
Let's
in Lubbock.
go.
But yeah, no practice this week. I just been doing straight rehab, lifting and cardio. And that's what everybody else has been doing too. So we're just chilling this week.
Oh,
right,
it feels so good.
My favorite question that we never actually get answered by a player, we just discuss amongst our non-athletic selves, is do you believe in rest versus rust? Some people say it's better to play, stay in rhythm, but then some people say obviously we want to recover and time off is positive. You guys obviously have rest.
Yeah.
How do you counteract that?
I mean, it's all about how you attack it. We're not just gonna sit around and do nothing, but like it depends on how you rest. Because if you like, guys aren't gonna go home and not do anything from Thursday to Sunday. Like they're gonna be locked in, working out what their own trainers are doing what they need to do. But I'm a big believer in rest. Even before I got injured, I was always a rest guy. Like I'm gonna take a day and just do some simple like active mobility or something like that. But I'm not too big of a believer on rest, but it depends on how you attack it. Because some people could attack it the wrong way, and then you take all these weeks off and you go get smashed. So
we've seen what you guys have in that building. I would be a rest and recovery guy also.
Yeah.
It a lot of it depends on the vibe of your team, and you guys are good, so I'm sure you all like each other and stuff. But again, we didn't play Division I sports, but I always felt going away from the building or whatever for a little bit was always like a great mental reset. Just like not see a football, not see a field, and then you come back and you just have that kind of recharged, like,
Yeah.
and then you get to see everyone again and catch, like, because again, when you're around so many people so many times, so often, it's just like it's like a roommate. You need to go home for winter break and then come back and see him again, and it's like great, perfect, well timed.
No, I agree 1,000%. Especially because of like our breaks in the summer. Like obviously we're super locked in, but then we'll have like a week break at some point in the summer, and like my big thing was I'm not even gonna think about football. Like I was like obviously I was still training and doing what I needed to do, but like I wasn't worried about meetings or none of that, and just to have that time off and then come back, you feel recharged, like you said. And so I think everybody's come back even more locked in.
So before you joined, we were talking about like our favorite conversation is around the college football playoff, and we acknowledge that it is brain rot to a T.
Yeah.
Just everyone fixing their argument to what morphs into the best argument for the team that they support. Does the team take in any of that content? I mean, you guys weren't at the top of it because for a pretty long while, you guys have been locked in to that one seed if you guys just won. But do you pay attention to all that fringe playoff stuff? Bama, BYU, Miami, Notre Dame, or are you kind of locked in?
And I want to say too, Skylar, people in the day would be like, yeah, we blocked that out. What that meant was like, you just don't read the newspaper. Like you guys are kids. It really
we
is.
See it.
Sports Center's on in the facility. Like, you know, what do they do? Do you tape something over it? Like it's impossible.
No, put the snapback in the 806 back on the screen.
Yeah,
No distraction.
No, we definitely see it, and it's just like some teams are more deserving than others, but at the same time, who are we to? We're not on the committee. We don't have nothing to do with that. So like we see it and we joke about it, but nothing too much after that because like obviously they got their own stuff going on. We still got stuff we're trying to do. So we'll see it, laugh about it, and then just go about our days.
I bet there's guys on the team from different places that were arguing about Alabama, Notre Dame, or BYU, whoever. There had to have been factions of guys in the locker room that were just chopping it up.
They probably were, but I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Did you think BYU should be in the playoff?
Yeah, I think they should, without a doubt. I mean, obviously what happened versus us happened, but like their coach said, they're playing the best team, and they were pretty elite the whole year. Besides when they played us, so I think they deserve a spot over some of those teams. For me, I don't know about the whole Alabama thing, but they got in, so whatever happens, happens. But they could have easily got it. BYU could have easily got it in over them or whoever was the 8th or 9th seed.
Yeah, spot the ball. That's fair enough.
Well, one thing that you may have stronger opinions on, and we know it's obviously bullshit, but if there's anything you want to get out to the national media, your guy didn't get an invite to New York. What is the feeling in the building about J-Rod getting snubbed?
I mean, we were talking about in the training room today, and I was pissed because, like, let's say he does have the A on his helmet from Alabama. He's unanimous. So it's like
that's a really good point.
They're disrespecting us in the Big 12 and what he's doing. He forced 11 turnovers. Like, nobody's done that. So it's like, what are we doing? And if you look at, not even to like, I'm not even throwing shade on any of the quarterbacks that's in there, but if you look at like what Joe Burrow was doing when he won Heisman, he had 2,000 more yards and 20 more touchdowns than any of those quarterbacks. And that is what a Heisman is. So when you do something prolific, especially on the defensive side, you should be in that conversation. So I know J-Rod is like, we haven't seen him because he's been at the award ceremony, but I know he's pissed and he's going to use that to fuel him for these next few games.
100%.
I will throw shade because it's Casey's team. Like, I think Mendoza should be there. I think Pavia should be there.
Yeah.
And Casey was pushing Julian's agenda. And Julian had a fantastic year, especially for a first-year starter. But it's not like his numbers were out of control, like you said. And then consider who he was throwing the ball to and the team he was on. It really showed up in the Big Ten championship. Okay, he's clearly not a Heisman, right?
Yeah.
Like that was very prevalent. And I would have liked to see, when we think about the Heisman, it's not NFL MVP, right?
Yeah.
That's the only reason why Travis Hunter won last year is because he really was the most outstanding player in college football. It's why Ashton was in New York. For Jacob to not be there, I actually wonder if Travis winning last year hurt him because J-Rod was so unique and the defensive players rarely get the shine. And like, all right, we gave defense some love last year. Like, we're not going to do it again this year.
Yeah, my thing, to Skylar's point, is even if you didn't want to show J-Rod the correct respect, like, as he said, this was the perfect year to just pretend that you care about defensive players for this award. Nobody would have been upset if you leave saying out, you put J-Rod in, and then you don't give it to J-Rod. But you couldn't have made a better year to be like, we're actually not offense biased and QB biased. Look, J-Rod got I feel like that this year was the most insane year to leave
Yeah.
a deserving defensive player out anyways.
Yeah. I mean, the offense is what sells tickets, so defense
Right.
never gets the credit they deserve. So it's
Yep.
probably gonna be like that for a while. Especially, I mean, Travis probably did hurt J-Rod, but at the same time, he's doing some crazy stuff. So
Yeah. No, he was deserving. Let's be clear. They didn't give it to. I mean, he
Yeah.
beat out Ashton, who had one of the greatest rushing seasons ever. So
Yeah,
he
no.
was definitely.
Travis was cool.
The Skylar, are you aware that we have got a lot of heat from Texas Tech fans?
I'm not. I've been
Snapback.
seeing that, but I wasn't aware of like what was actually going on.
Yeah. So the big thing is when we came there, and obviously it was the biggest weekend since that Texas game, and everyone was like, "This is gonna be the number one experience you guys ever have. This is gonna be number one. This is gonna be number one." We grade the game experience and pregame,
Yeah.
like the day of the game and the game. The problem is, and that's to keep it uniform with everywhere we go.
Yeah.
We were talking about how great of a time we were having that weekend leading up, Raiderville, the facility, just, it was like the place to be. And then the game happened, 11 a.m. kick. People were tired. We just were like, it was not the loudest building we've been in. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, it was almost disappointing from the high of the pregame, the build up. And
Yeah.
granted, a lot of it had to do with the way the game was played. The people, again, they did not sleep. So then the video came out and we were like, hey, it wasn't our best experience. And everyone thinks that we bait and switched you guys and that we pulled the rug out from under you. We used you guys for clicks, that we pulled you along and then said, nope. So we get I have such a hard time because I love your team. I loved being there. You're nice to us. Coach McGuire's nice to us. And then all your fans are like, I hate you guys. Or a lot of your fans.
Not all. You said at
lot.
the Big 12, everyone you saw was like
everyone
nice
in person
as
has been so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually how online.
So
discourse
all right.
works.
So then we need to essentially get back up. You were obviously there, and then you were at the Big 12 championship. Was because you beat the shit out of BYU in Lubbock. Like, was it as crazy? We thought it wasn't actually that crazy because the way the game played out, and like Tim said, those kids were up. I mean, we joked about it when we were looking down on Raiderville. Like, they were literally up from Monday morning partying, and then by the time in the game, they were just gassed. And like they were just happy to have made it. Was that the craziest game day you've been at, or was it actually like, are we somewhat being fair by saying it was, not the wildest scene you've ever seen?
I would say you guys are being fair from a standpoint of it was at 11 a.m. So if they got more time to sleep, it probably would have been higher on the scale. And if it was a later game in those white jerseys that we were wearing, it probably would have been higher in your guys' scale.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they were out there all week. So, like, I can't blame you guys for saying that because, like, especially with the time and what was going on. But obviously, like, the Red Raiders are a different type of fan base. But I don't really, I wasn't really
Tim,
mad at that rating because I was like, man.
Tim, how did it compare? How to compare Big 12? How to compare Big 12?
Big 12 was live. Like, I thought
Big
that
12
was so loud.
Yeah, I mean, the Big 12 was way because when we were blowing them out the first time, it wasn't as loud. But even when we were up a lot in the Big 12 championship, it was so loud. It was, I was like, man, I couldn't even hear myself think.
Yeah, the part, like at one point during the Big 12 championship, it was like the party is on. And then you guys kept pouring it on, and it was like party again, party again. That's when I asked you guys when I asked you on the field. I'm like, dude, you've already had this party like 7 times during this game, and you put the exclamation point on it a million different times. And it was like the BYU one was like, once they like muffed that punt early, it was like that the party was like it kind of came and gone essentially, or in the pregame as well. So I'm not using you as our get out of jail free card because I respect fans that hold a grudge and like I get it, but there also is a part of me that I can't help it. I do want to be liked, and I'm like, I like you and I like your team and I like your school. I don't know what else to say. We're in a tough spot, man. You can't check the mentions sometimes. It's bad.
No, I definitely understand.
What's your thoughts as a player when they come down, like they stop you guys, force a punt, come down, score a touchdown? Like, sitting at
Um,
home. I mean, Casey, just so you know, Casey posted a TikTok that said, look how good BYU is. They should be in the playoff. And then I think you scored like 34 unanswered.
Yeah,
But
I posted a TikTok because I'm team you guys and I'm team BYU. And I was like, stop, score 7, put them in the playoff. They both deserve it.
Yeah.
And then you guys put up, I think 34 unanswered after I had made that TikTok. But yeah.
Were you like
what,
game on?
yeah.
So yeah, I was livid because obviously I wanted to be out there. So I'm like, I said a couple unfriendly words to my teammates, and the coaches were like, but at the same time, the coaches were saying like they pulled everything they had in the first drive, and I was saying that too. I was like, bro, they just ran trick plays, and once they got off script, started busting that ass. So I was like, y'all just gotta realize who y'all are and go out there and show who y'all are because they just gave us everything they had in the first drive. So we'll see how it goes for them after that. And we ended up scoring.
Yeah, no, I literally said, I started the TikTok. I was like, I don't care if you want to say it was all scripted that first drive they deserve to be in, because I think we all saw that that went about whoever cooked that first drive the week prior did a great job, and then
that's a good enough script to play postseason football.
Right, for real. Once they got off script, it was bad news. So
yeah,
it was like we all knew what was gonna happen, but that first drive, it's kind of like, damn, because we knew they were gonna come with something different. But BYU is a team where they like to do the same thing to really make you feel like you can't stop them, and that's just not gonna work all the time.
How was you go, Tim?
No, you go.
How was watching the ceremony? Because I find the cameras on all the different teams throughout the ceremony, and also March Madness when they do selection show, so funny. Some are subdued, some are really excited. How much are you guys? Because coach speak will be we're just focused on inside the building. How much are you guys looking at? You obviously have winner of JMU, Oregon, and then potentially Indiana. How much are you guys looking just that day at how the bracket shakes out? Obviously, once you get past that, you got to prep for who's on your schedule. But that day, are you this looks good, this doesn't look good, or that never crossed anyone's mind?
What do you mean, when we won?
No, when the bracket
came out,
as they're revealing,
and you see how your path lines up. Are you guys paying any attention to that, or is it just we're worried about what goes on inside?
We're paying attention to it for the most part, but for Sunday and yesterday of this week, we're just really focused on getting better from ourselves. Right. And then McGuire texted us today. He was like, make sure you start watching film on both these teams. So we're pretty dialed on whoever we get to play.
Yeah.
You guys have, when you say he texted you, you guys have a full team chat? That's actually what I'm most interested by. So you have 100 guys in a group chat?
No, I don't know how he does it. So he has a receivers group chat, O-line, D-line, linebackers, corners, whatever. He texts everybody at the same time to all those group chats. And it's
some text
I don't know
how he's got some software. Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. And I'm because there was one time in the team meeting, my phone went off. No, it was a special teams meeting. McGuire wasn't in there, but he was sending texts out. My phone went off, and a receiver's phone went off. And I'm it was Coach McGuire. And I was how did he text both group chats at the same time? I don't know how he got.
And is it his personal number? You've called him through that number before? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's actually a funny story. Yesterday I went out to eat with my guys that flew in, and I forgot my card. So I had to call Coach McGuire, and he paid it for me. And he knew the owner. But it's his personal number. So
that's allowed now.
That's a nice call.
I'm not paying him back either. He just signed an extension.
Nor should you. But hey, that office that he's got, I mean, come on. He could pay for dinner.
He got it.
Jesus.
Where'd you go? Was it somewhere good or
it's called Las Brisas.
Okay.
Yeah. We ate there.
We ate there.
Yeah. And we also met the owner, so I know exactly how this all went down. I have that owner's card in my wallet. Actually, he gave me his card.
He wasn't there though, so he had to call whoever was running the store that day.
Damn, whole chain.
But then I was late to a celebration that we were doing, it was called Carol of Lights, and like all the universities showed up on the university like square or whatever, and there was a big stage, and I get on there last minute, right before, right after McGuire called out Barron and Bryce's name. So I was like, damn.
So you're a mess. You're a mess.
Yeah.
No wallet, showing
No
up late.
Yes.
How was it like? What was it like filming we saw the content you put together.
Yeah.
Was that enjoyable? Were you like, I mean, I know you know how to do it or,
Yeah.
you know, what to do, but especially for a big game, you know, I mean, obviously you have a feel, but
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by, we know how to do it. And it's you know, what am I going to show?
Yeah.
You actually have cool things to show.
No, it was crazy because obviously I've done it before, but obviously for nothing that big. So to be able to record all that, and I still have all of it, so it's just like those are things I'm gonna look back at and be like, wow, like we really did that. And then there's that video of J-Rod running the buckets in there. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. I'm just recording because Coach McGuire is talking, and then DeMarcus Ware and Buckets' son came with the award, and it was just a crazy experience. So it was awesome.
Yeah,
that is honestly, we talk about that sometimes. Like if Snapback fully goes away and we left with nothing because we didn't give Tech a high enough rating and everyone in the world turns against us, we're like, at least on the internet we'll be able to remember all these cool moments and have the memories, like, you know, on our phone, edited on YouTube. So no, I tagged you in a tweet, but I wrote it in our company Slack. Like, I really do think it's the coolest content we'll ever do, because getting your POV and then getting, you know, our POV and kind of intertwining them is just, and you got, like Tim said, he was field side at Jerry World, saw you guys win the Big 12, but like butt kiss happens and flying on the plane, like it's just cool shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, we appreciate you. That
yeah,
of course.
That made us feel pretty cool. That was we've had like a couple like pinch me moments, and I know like you're probably like, hey, it's me. What do you guys care about me? I just have my phone out. Like it really does. Like it seems so simple, but there's so many, like a lot of teams or people like aren't comfortable or don't get it. And I appreciate the trust that you have for us, and that like we are gonna make you look good. And like, I don't know, it's a big deal for us, and we appreciate it.
No problem, man. I appreciate the opportunity.
All right.
Yeah,
Skyler, appreciate you.
I was gonna say
the
last thing before we let you roll. If you're not back in time for Miami, I got great steakhouse recommendations down here that you can charge to Coach McGuire. So if you're not eating at the team hotel and you have some free time, I'll text you. But no, I appreciate it. Excited for it. And I mean, maybe we'll talk to you post Miami, but the fact that you guys might play Miami one game and then back in Miami is such like an odd situation, but
I love it.
Yeah, it would be like a home field. At
that point.
Yeah.
Just don't try and call an Uber after the game. It's the worst stadium to get out.
Yeah,
unfortunately, I don't think he's gonna have
the
those
Uber
problems. Yeah.
Hey, well, tell your family, tell your friends and family.
I will say, where was the game last year? It was in Atlanta, the Natty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good place to go out.
Yeah.
But if you win a national championship in Miami, you think the Big 12 celebration was good.
No,
you got NIL money and Coach McGuire's credit card. I mean,
a lot of guys with cowboy hats opening some tabs.
It might get a little wild.
Yeah, it might.
JMU and Oregon.
Right.
JMU and Oregon.
Yep. One at a time.
All right. Well,
Scott,
hopefully we'll see you in
you.
Miami for the national championship.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Skyler. Appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you.
All right.
That we should once we have like 100. Yeah, once we have 100 chop episodes, if we could just do Tim and I's reaction to guests and like ranking them, I think he would be number one. Malazzi's up there, but he would probably be number one.
That was a cool one. He's great.
What a guy.
I'm so glad that he likes us and isn't in the bad camp that doesn't like us.
Yeah, a good bridge to playback, but I was talking to those guys, and the general sentiment from them is like what made their technology so impressive is that it's one of the acts of social media and media that actually connected people. Like people miss it so dearly because you had like 300 friends that you would watch a Houston Rockets game with. And I think the reality is all those people who are yelling at us online, like it's because they don't feel any connection to us. So they're just like trolls who are yelling. And then when you go meet them in person, they're real people. And that's why no one's coming up to you being like, fuck you, Tim, for giving us a bad rating.
Yeah. What were you talking about? People watching the Rockets together? I'm confused.
Playback.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Watch Playback,
Oh.
the site that I put in the chat.
Yep,
Sorry.
Right. I got it, but I've never heard of it until this week. So
Tim, you went to Jerry World and Arrowhead for the first time in a weekend. What are your thoughts?
God, it's so tough because Jerry World is insane, but I don't want everyone to have a Jerry World.
Right.
Right.
Because
I don't want
then
to
it's not special.
Right. I don't want to set that precedent.
Right.
Which
is where we're going. Like even once the Bills are
No, that's not true. No,
they kept it open,
Jerry
but they're
World.
building a spaceship.
Sure, but that's a dome versus outside conversation. Any building that's been built, what are there even new stadiums that have been built since SoFi?
Allegiant.
Okay.
Yeah,
Allegiant.
Death Star.
Yeah.
But I'll say you've been to Allegiant, Tim?
I've only kind of I think I've been in the lobby. I haven't actually
like Allegiant, SoFi, Jerry World, right? Like the three monstrosities. They kind of actually are all like unique in their own way and have their own personalities.
I
having
agree.
been in them.
SoFi's the worst.
No, and what I was gonna say off the Jerry World thing is like, I think the Cowboys should have a stadium like that.
For sure.
Right.
Like that is the identity.
America's team has America's
That is
stadium.
the identity of the Cowboys. Is
which
like
is why I
Jerry
say
Jones builds a gigantic.
Right. You're saying it can't be replicated.
right, but Vegas, it matches Vegas.
Right.
And SoFi matches SoFi. I agree. If the Carolina Panthers build a stadium
that is
like
all
that,
going to start happening once.
It's the same thing we say about the facilities. It's like once the best one's built, they want to replicate or make it better, and it just starts to. Because again, these players are like, they don't have as much power in the NFL. Well, they kind of do, and they're like, I don't want to play at that shithole anymore. I mean, the Browns are building like a Death Star.
Yeah, the Browns are trying to get a dome.
What's different about facilities and stadium is one, a lot of the time you need state funding, so it isn't going to happen nearly as rapidly. And two, most of these teams build like within their stadium, right? Like M&T just did a whole rebuild, but like they had to keep the structure intact.
Yeah.
Moving is actually very complicated. So like the Chiefs can't build a dome unless they agree that we're moving the stadium. So I don't think it's going to be as big of a disaster. But like at the same time, sure, we love how these stadiums make us feel when we're outside in the cold, and it feels very football. But I would argue building a new one now would feel more like in that team's personality than the current ones. Like Carolina, Miami, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincy, Cleveland, they're all like the Jets. They're all like the same fucking stadium with different colors on it. So I'd actually like rather see someone build a cool stadium that fits the city and the vibe than just like what we have now. No, I mean, I love Arrowhead. I love Lambeau. Keep those the same, the iconic ones. But like if they rebuilt Foxborough.
Okay, well, like Yankee Stadium, gigantic whiff, the new Yankee Stadium.
Agree.
Like that is identityless. That could be Globe Life Field.
Agreed. And that's why Fenway and Wrigley will never be rebuilt, even Camden.
I mean, Fenway I want knocked down, but everyone else, like if I ever, I mean, it would be interesting to see what Buffalo's is.
Yeah.
the thing is built so that there's no precipitation on the fans. The hell are we doing? The identity of the Buffalo Bills is the fans shoveling out their own stadium.
Yep.
That's the identity. So, in Arrowhead, awesome place. Don't you? And you're looking at it too.
But not the stadium. That would be my one caveat.
I don't care.
No, I'm just saying, there's nothing actually special about the way Arrowhead is constructed.
It's unique. It's unique. Like it
slightly.
100%. 100%. There's it is actually unique. That it's built like an arrow, and they have that like weird looking scoreboard that is just like two sticks and a football, like that. Like the same way they always said that Tennessee was like the perfect facelift. They kept those Vol signs, go Vols or whatever, just Vols, but they like light up and okay, got it. But we still kept the essence of what that is. And like, I guess, Yankee Stadium, they tried to keep the whatever they're called, the fencing or whatever, but it's
at the top. Yeah.
But it's not like that. It's not they're not on top of you. I just don't want to lose these tremendous places with an identity. I don't want to lose those at all.
But how many are left?
Few.
Right. And we know Lambeau, they'll never redo. If they redo Lambeau, then we've officially game's gone.
Like Buffalo's awesome. I love that stadium. Oh, it's like one of the last good stadiums. Buffalo's awesome.
So cold in that building,
and it gets so
off the lake.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a good one. That is a good one for sure.
I mean, I think the fans there would disagree that but I always when I pictured the Rangers Stadium, I always knew exactly what I was picturing. Globe Life is just
right.
Right. Globe Life is now Globe Life is now a place to hold World Series, and it's just they won the World Baseball Classic there.
The concert venue.
Yeah. Remember that old Rangers? I don't know if you ever went to that one. It was built almost like a horse track. Like it was like all little balconies and stuff. It was again, it had an identity. And if you went and played there in MLB The Show, you know exactly what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You go play Oracle Park, you know exactly what that is.
Yep.
And I don't want to have to power up Madden this is Buffalo. No. We should know exactly what that looks like.
Right. I like that. And speaking of, I think it's a good transition. Sorry to steal your role again, Casey, but we're looking to hire someone. And if you can't have that nuance.
The noisemaker's home.
The noisemaker's home.
If you can't have that conversation with us about the importance of the stadiums and the nuances of clicking into Madden or MLB The Show, you're probably not a good fit. Now, to be clear, there's one role out there that we posted, which is content producer role, which would essentially be turning the intern, aka Casey, into the associate.
You gonna give credit or no?
No, it's not important.
Okay.
And then I haven't posted about it yet, but maybe by the time it's live. We also want to find more talent. And so it led to a brainstorm this morning, which was we don't really like anyone's content.
Okay.
I mean,
we're not saying that.
That's not true. We are so busy that we take in less content these days. So
that wasn't my takeaway.
No, I know, I'm kidding. No, it took us longer than it should have, but we found a bunch of people that we're fans of after the fact.
For sure. So, first thing, I'll use the Chopman to say.
Because of all the qualifications that go along with it. A lot of people that you might pop into your head, they're really, they're signed to a big deal somewhere. Or, you got to find
But I also said, McAfee's on the list. I did preface by, let's just start with, before we start to knock off who can and cannot, I want the Chopman put down below, who are your favorite content creators? People who make content. That could be McAfee, it could be Shannon Sharp, It could be some person you've discovered on TikTok, but put them in the comment section because I want to find them. Because I do think our formats and the content and the values and morals that we have at Snapback are really good for that someone else could join into the fam. So if you're a Chopman listening and you really like a content creator, but yeah, we did land with a bunch of people. It just we had to go through that first phase of like, who is good? Who do we like?
Yeah, you do less. It turns out scrolling is mindless, so you're not really making an active list of all the people you like, which is quite the it's kind of the indictment on content itself. Do you like this person, or do you like this person's content?
Right.
Do you like this person's shtick, or do you like this person? Do you like how great their edits are? Like they always have the sickest edit, or you like, I love this person. And that's when and that's why, the Barstools of the world always say, like Dave has always said, like it's all about like Dave Portnoy.
We call him Mr. Portnoy.
I know you do. That's his dad. Getting content, getting talent before they're superstars. And so talent identification is a huge name of the game. Like that's obviously Icy Vert, the next biggest thing.
Now that one. Did you speak to Mr. Vert, Case?
No, I didn't have time. We have a meeting tomorrow, though. Virtual.
Yeah, we need someone. And I actually think the toughest part of the job, Jack, you might have even buried the lead. It's difficult what we're kind of asking for. You got to be able to be available pretty much every weekend. And traveling and sharing a bed with, at least to start, a stranger at some Motel 6 in Knoxville. That's the part where it gets not hard, but I mean, I was talking to my girlfriend's dad, and he was just like, you think about it, like people dread going to like somewhere with their company. And it's like the best part is like at the end of the day, it's you in your hotel room. You can just breathe. You don't have to be social. You just like throw on some mindless show and hang out, and then start it all again if you got meetings in the morning. There's really not time. We don't do that.
Yeah, did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy that this weekend?
No, he didn't. He made me sit with him listening to NASCAR till midnight, which I enjoyed and is part of the role and requirements.
No, and the best part is we're close enough to where the chop session, if you are done, like Vert just throws in it. He just takes himself out of the chop session when needed. But it's nice to have the option, of course.
And no, I mean, a side note, Jack, that was probably, I think that was the greatest compliment I've ever received was that tweet, what we're looking for. I was like, I did all those things. That's
well, yeah, we need more people like you. Didn't you know that?
I did, but it's like anything when someone actually it's different than saying this person's a nice person. When you actually say the detail and put some thought in, it was like, you don't get to just, you got to be like a trooper. And I'm not saying that we are doing the most difficult thing in the entire world here, but there's a lot of early flights, a lot of cheap hotels, a lot of time together, a lot of junk food. It's life. Life on the road.
Casey sent a message. I messaged Nate. I said, hey, I'm traveling, not going to make it on the trivia meeting. Nate goes, Casey, any objections? And he goes, I'm in the Uber, so up to you. At 9:30 in the morning. That was his Uber home from the airport in New York. He had gotten up at what time did you guys all fly out at 6 a.m. on Monday?
No, I was a 4 a.m. Wake up. Which
I was 4:45.
For someone who hadn't drank in a while, and then I smoked some weed after, like that was a tough wake up. I did sleep the entire way home, which was really nice.
And did you work all day yesterday, or you take like a half day?
I worked, but I did it from bed. I was under the covers for sure.
Feel that.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to my world, man.
I don't know what that means. Oh,
His drinking world.
Drinking. Puts a
right,
lot
but you
of
said it
miles
doesn't.
on you.
It says you said it doesn't affect your productivity.
No, I haven't drank as much. That I used to drink more.
Got it.
And Chiefs night was a drink more. And God, when you're stinging, it's like, that sucks.
I wasn't
God,
like
that
hungover, but like I could feel that when I woke up, I felt worse than I usually do. But it wasn't like I was like nauseous.
I didn't sleep enough to get hungover. That was the issue. I think we all kind of didn't sleep enough to get hungover.
I mean, I also woke up, pancakes from the breakfast in the restaurant in the lobby. Then we had fried food.
You're talking about on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
And then we finished with, and I snuck in a pretzel in the concourse. Everyone was like, "We haven't eaten. Let's get McDonald's." Tim had a bite, and I had a pretzel. I was like,
D-Knox had a full chicken sandwich in the stands.
Oh God.
"Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that." And he still got nugs.
Yeah.
I respect that. He looked really skinny though in the office today. I think he legit doesn't eat when he's home.
Waking up, I went to my room with all the McDonald's bags. Waking up at 4 a.m. for a flight in the hotel reeking of McDonald's was
Brutal.
like, oh my God, so pathetic. I was like,
Speaking of sicko behavior, I'm about to go. We were talking about like how sick are we that we're going to the Chiefs game. Just doing the BYU Miami UConn Florida game at MSG tonight.
oh really?
Someone offered me a $50 ticket. I was like, fuck it.
BYU.
Yeah.
Wait, you got a BYU who? BYU
Miami.
UConn.
BYU versus Miami 6:30. UConn Florida at 9.
Oh, that's a banger slate,
slate.
eh?
Well, my friend kind of like he didn't fuck me. I should have like checked, but he sent like the old promo graphic of the Jimmy V Classic. Like when it was scheduled, it was like BYU was like 8 versus unranked Miami, and then it was 2 versus 4 UConn Florida, and they're like 8 versus 15 now. Not that it doesn't make it a better game, but then I looked.
I
and I was
mean,
like,
Florida
we don't
lost
have a
by
top
a
5
point
match.
at Duke.
No,
where
no,
they'd
no.
be
I know.
top 5.
I know.
Well, it's because it's you're not a trooper. It's literally because, and the Chiefs game was like half of us going to a game, but like you don't have to post a thing tonight. It was like when Tim went to the Bruins game. It's like,
Right.
if it comes to me, it comes to me. I'll turn the camera on and hit post to 2 platforms. But like, if it doesn't, just sitting and enjoying sports is like, it's almost more taxing, like Tim said, to watch Monday Night Football, where the expectation is we've got a slip going. I kind of need to comment on it. Like, you're going tonight. You degen if you want to degen. You don't need to tweet about what bets you have going.
You got the wrong guy.
It is like, I almost want to go to the Winter Classic now just to chill with my friends and like enjoy a cool, but then I'm like, fuck, if I go to Winter Classic, like, should I be filming should I be filming full YouTube video? Like, it's such a unique event.
The best is when we were going to the Chiefs, I said, and the fact that we don't have to make content.
Right in front of them.
Yeah. In front of underdog. But
to us that we did it,
it's so easy.
So
there's no backback. It is
as
easy as it comes.
Oh my God. And we don't have to get up for 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
We walked in for the national anthem.
Was fantastic.
We've never walked in that. I was actually having anxiety, like trying to rush us, like get in, and then I'm like Nico Collins isn't scoring on the first play. Like, we're not gonna miss anything.
Yeah, I actually thought like it was like, oh, are you gonna get used to like sports games? Is it gonna ruin it for you? It's actually heightened my love for going to sports games. Like, I had so much fun at the Chiefs game.
Oh, it's so much fun. That was like
and
awesome.
We saw the
you guys
worst
were
game
blacked out
of all time. Yeah, I was hammered.
But that's how you're supposed to like do like, I'm going to Sunday night football.
The funniest part is like, I don't even know like what really happened and what the important plays were, but I know I had fun. That's like all I know.
I think it was when I panned to you and you kept going,
Oh, that was like the and it's, my family was like, oh, like how was that? I'm like, I can't even describe it because it was just like, it just felt so good to not have to make a YouTube video. I'm like, but it was yeah. Like, I'm like, no, the fans and atmosphere rating. No, just like enjoy the time. But it was like, but wasn't that unique?
I did make a piece of content. You're right, though. I'm at the point to where it's just like, if it comes to you, you got to rip it.
What'd you make?
That this place was MSG. Kind of ripped.
Yeah. I made 2 posts as well. I did walk out. I don't know how to leave without doing a walkout anymore.
Right.
I mean,
50K on
does
when did
Malasek text you and say thank you for walkout concept? Like he walked out of Virginia.
Yeah, I
like, did you fully invent walkout?
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I can give him credit for walkout because like a lot of people like pissed off would rant after like losing a game, leaving the stadium. I think Bozo. Obviously, people have been making group parlays for a while, but I think I give him more Bozo than I do.
I go
walkout.
more walkout.
Oh, I think no. Bozo's 1,000 trillion% my group chat.
No, there's just no way.
Yes,
no, you're not the first group to ride a group parlay.
I made it public. That video has 1 million views on all platforms. Over.
You made it public, as in like media companies talk about it.
Yeah. I gave everyone the idea.
Right, but you didn't invent the idea of a bozo. You just brought it to attention. That's my point. I actually think you might have invented the stadium walkout. Casey's saying, yes, people used to yell and rant and do stuff like that, but stadium walkout, I don't know.
I'm way more willing to take credit for the bozo.
I think it's a cooler one, so you won it.
Actually, his best was picking OU. Let's be real.
I thought it's difficult arguing with Jack. And
it's the single worst exercise you could ever get yourself
wasn't
into.
An argument.
That's why I don't.
It wasn't an argument. That was my point.
No, I don't think it was an argument, but 2 separate things. 1, not an argument. 2, your statement stands true about getting in an argument with him.
Oh, but okay, we were arguing over A&M, Oklahoma. Which one do we go to?
No, we weren't. We were having a discussion about
it doesn't
what we were
feel that
picking.
way at all.
That's just because Jack was playing devil's advocate because, like I said, you didn't come up with Oklahoma because I was Team Oklahoma before you arrived at the bar. So then when you came Team Oklahoma, he just wanted to give points on the A&M side.
Maybe it's not winning an argument, but he is strapped with all the counter to Oklahoma. And you have
devil's
to be
advocate. Yeah.
But it's not even quite devil's advocate. Like, you have to be ready for all the criteria that Jack is going to throw at you.
Right.
And so again, even if I end up going to Milan, I would not say that I won that argument by any means.
No, it's not an argument because I'm on your side trying to get you there. I'm just also on the other side being like, hey, this might not make a ton of sense. They don't even have a rink built.
Well, that's the point.
That might be why it is. Yeah, there's a
Right, that's your saving grace. If they don't play Olympic hockey, that might actually be what you needed to happen all along.
I'm also really want them to just put a fork in it and play it somewhere else so badly.
And it would still count for the Olympics?
Yeah, I think that video is even better. Like that content's way better.
Is that on the table?
They said they have no plan B, but I don't know how. Like, here's what's if you guys care. Here's what's gonna happen. The arena's gonna get built. The players want to play no matter what. Like they're players. They just want to play, and it's hockey players. When and where, spot the ball, and
puck.
You drop the puck. Right.
Thank you.
So the problem is the ice is going to be junk, and someone's going to get hurt and all of that, and like it's going. Unfortunately, they have built this thing so it's like on the players.
Right. But
Like,
the
scapegoats.
yeah,
Straw
and they
man.
know and they know the players are gonna play.
right.
The players are going over there being like, yeah, someone's getting hurt. I just hope it's not me.
Right.
Right. It's like
And-
it's
and
like
they're
the
fine
person
with
who
that
has the bar
calculation.
on campus. It's like I don't have to improve it because I know you guys are going to come after the game because we're the bar that you can drink at after the game.
That's
for
a really
underage
good point.
kids.
But I'm annoyed at the aspect of like not that it's unfair to put it on them, but just like we really have to just give them the lowest fucking bar. Like, come on.
Talk to me because I don't fully understand. What's the like difference level in ice at the pro level versus like a high school rink?
And it's how long ice is up. Like they're gonna like put this ice down, like actually put the water down, freeze it. Like it sounds like their goal is to do it a month before.
And that's like insane.
That's insane.
What about for Winter Classic? Speaking of, like, how long is that ice even down for?
They do put that up for a couple of weeks, but they also have the NHL's like engineers all doing it who have done it a million times, and they will play events leading up to get to like grind on it a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Like for instance, like I know like Fenway, when they did the Winter Classic, they had high school games beforehand.
That's
like
pretty sick.
They had they did a college like bean pot type tournament there. Like, and so the ice needs to be like fucking worked. The plan was to even have in December, the ice was supposed to be up now in Italy, and they're going to play a like under 18 world tournament there, or one of those, women's, men's, whatever. In that way,
and if it's not molded and worked,
so they're just gonna play fucking Latvia versus Czechia as the opener to get that shit.
Well, no, they already have the schedule set.
I know, and Italy's obviously kicking it off.
Tim, but what is that effect? Like they can't stop as cleanly, so they get hurt more, or what?
So if the ice is soft, then that's like how people get hurt skiing. Like you want the best powder or whatever. Like if this ice is soft, that's more opportunity to catch a rut, twist your ankle, twist your knee, all that sort of stuff. Like just bad ice is so dangerous when you're going 30 miles an hour skating as fast as you can. And even if it's not soft, even if that top layer is just hard, then it can get crack, then it can crack. Like it just really needs to be worked on. And like they're gonna go just like try it. Like they're just gonna now they're saying they're gonna test it like a month before. Like who is we're not even, are we playing a game on that? Who is there's some guy just like doing a little twirl and he's like, oh, it's good to me. like that's kind of how it
get the ice dancers on the ice ASAP.
Right.
But we're in agreement. It's gonna happen, and the players are going. Like the NHL isn't actually gonna stop the players from going.
I think
they would revolt. They would fucking revolt.
Yes, they're gonna be like, you guys made your own bed, and that's the other thing. The NHL can't. The NHL is like, let us get our rink guys over there and help you out.
Oh, they won't let them?
No, it's an international event. It's run by Olympics and international.
No,
hockey.
I get that, but sometimes like you wouldn't want.
They no. They're like, we got it. Which I also think they don't want to open that up to the NHL and be like, yeah, come help us, because then the NHL is going to be like, guys, they don't even have like hoses. Like they don't even have like
right. If they see what's really going on, they're going to be. That's fair.
It's like when you say, "Hey, mom, like I'm gonna go clean your college apartment. Like when I'm here this weekend, we're cleaning this up." It's like, "Where's your broom?" And it's like, "Yeah, we don't have one." Like that, and then that's gonna kind of be the thing.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Should we talk about us hitting 100K?
What's up, J1?
Yeah, I mean, you guys have all been like playing that down as if it's not like a big accomplishment. And I feel like we should give ourselves some plaudits. No, a lot of work went into it. A lot of time.
Did you say applaudance?
We should give ourselves plaudits. Too big of a vocab, UT?
Plaudits isn't a standard English word, but you likely mean plaudit, which refers to enthusiastic praise, approval, or a round of applause.
Maybe it's a Brit. Sometimes my vocab just like I pick up British words and I don't know
I
that
get
they're
that.
British
Oh,
words.
that's British?
It comes from Latin definition, but I think the point is that maybe in Britain they use that as slang.
I think that's
not
good
slang,
sign.
but
That's good sign.
yeah. No, it's quality. I had to
That was
check.
good tech.
Yeah.
I had to.
Like
I
who
had
you
to
like
check.
who you like supporting?
100K. I mean, what's the vibe, Case? How are you feeling?
Are we doing? Go read the newsletter. #plug.
I was so pumped for that, by the way. That was a great read.
Newsletter?
That was a great read. I think maybe this goes to me being tired, and speaking of having a 5 a.m. flight and being hungover, for some reason, and like this may be the single most delusional thing, I still think the Ravens can win the Super Bowl, and it's more delusional than that. When I tweeted that excerpt, like I actually thought like Kane was going to see it. Tweet has like 100 impressions. Like, I don't know why. I was like, maybe it's like quirky and like random enough that he would see it. But
I don't think that's
no, I just don't think you have a large enough following, and we engage.
No, sir.
With it
I know how much following I have. I didn't expect many people to engage with it.
Like you thought, if no one
was
interacted, he would see. Maybe he did. How do you know he didn't?
We would have been better off getting to 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers and that working. It's like almost too.
But that is his Twitter following. Casey has no followers.
Right, but it was in celebration of 100K.
It's actually not true.
Whatever. Regardless, it's in celebration of 100K, so it's not charity enough for someone to be like, at Harry Kane, do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
What's the vibe? What's the feeling? Honestly, and originally I was going to say this has nothing to do with 100K, but I think it actually encompasses why we got to 100K. Is I actually think our brainstorm and like ideas for videos that we have coming up are so good that I'm actually just really excited for where we're going to next. And we always say like subscribers just compile the bigger number that you have. But I actually think like the reason you got to 100K is because you kept learning and getting better. And the reason it's going to compile is because you're going to keep getting and keep growing and getting better at what you're doing. And I think that's actually what we're doing. So funny enough, it's all starting to make a little bit of sense now. Like Pate went from 100 to 500K, not just by like, because he got to 100K, it started multiplying. He just like had better segments. He got better at marketing his stuff. He was, he became the commissioner of college football. Shout out Pate State. So yeah, it's funny. I like came to that realization. Like I have breakfast on Thursday. I've already planned out getting a coffee before coffee so that I can shit so that I don't
No, you can't double coffee.
No, I have to.
The guy's gonna think you did cocaine.
Well, because I can't take him to get coffee and then not get coffee. So I'm gonna have a coffee that just gets the poop out, and then I'm gonna get another coffee at coffee. But I'm pitching him on an idea that I think is out of control good.
Are you getting it printed?
Who is he pitching?
The Texas GM. We're getting coffee on Thursday.
Oh.
And I'm gonna like just walk him through what this would all look like. And like, I'm really excited about that. Like, just like the fact that
we're getting it printed,
like the deck laminated and printed.
Yes,
I was just gonna have it on my computer, but we can
no,
print it.
No, laminate and print 100%.
Okay.
Have Sean do that ASAP.
Okay.
Ooh. No, and by the way, he is gonna think you're on cocaine, but I do support pre-coffee poop to then coffee. It's just tough that the vehicle is coffee of what you're doing.
I've already planned it all out. So I'm very excited for that. And like even the Big 12 idea, like the fact that we're even having these grand ideas and then being like, does it even make sense? And like the ability of the amount of ways we can go. And I also am really interested in hitting up a couple of the guys who are about to be in the draft and doing like a little like combined documentary of like, what's it like being with a first rounder, a second day guy, a seventh rounder / UDFA, and making that a video? Like we just have so many cool things on the horizon that one, it makes sense why we got to 100K, but two, it makes even more sense why these numbers start multiplying like they do for people. And it's because of our exact process that we're going through as we speak.
You can tell me if I'm wrong, because I mean, you built it. Like it is, I feel like, more to do with you than anyone. In case Jack echoed that too. So I'm not saying anything no one knows here. But for me, I look at it as like, it's really just, it's something that makes it, it just rolls off the tongue better when you're talking about anything that you have. Like when we
visually,
I think of like now
everything.
when we get in an Uber and someone goes, "Oh, you guys got a YouTube channel?" And we go, "Oh, how many subscribers?" You go, "Yeah, we got 102K." We got a little over 100.
Just over 100K. Exactly.
A little over 100.
Yeah.
Like,
we all recognize how arbitrary yet important it is,
Right. And we know, like, we're all the same people that if you're in media, like the follower is done. Like, because again, it's all curated to see the content you would anyway.
Timmy V. I love this version of you.
The follower doesn't matter, but it helps with credentials. It's it's like
brand deals.
It's like, does this guy need to win a championship? No, but once he wins the championship, like
we're Lamar Jackson.
It's lazy agencies who are like, yeah, let's send this brief out, but only to people who have 100K plus on TikTok. And it's like, well, Jack has 100K plus on TikTok, and his last video got 693 views. So
that's just not true.
No, that's old you. You post more on TikTok.
I became like an elite content creator this year out of nowhere. Last year I was doing fuck all. I would just do a recap
in time
video.
for you to quit. Just in time for you to quit.
I'm not quitting. This narrative that I'm quitting is insane.
Do you think you got better because being around us? Why, that's not that funny.
You're dead serious, and you're right. It's just.
Wait, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? No, it's the answer is I got better because the best way to create, in my opinion, is like literally live in a content house and collaborate and have ideas and whatever. And we put together the most realistic version of a content house, which is the hotel room we were talking about 30 minutes ago. Like, you have to, we're clipping, we're, talking about captions, and then we review it during the week, and there's analytics involved. And like, yeah, I think just the surrounding piece. That's why I say there's going to be a all-star content creator out there who is crushing it without us. Right? But they're going to want to come work at Snapback, not because of the formats that we've developed, not because of the access that we've developed, because it's just more fun. It is miserable to go work on your own. It is so much more fun to be part of a group slip and interact with each other than it is to put out my own picks. Even if I think Gadsden's Over is the worst pick, of all time, it's just more engaging. So yeah, 100%. I also just think as a company, we joke about this, but like we actually started creating content. Like Casey and I we talked about this back when we were doing Thursdays. Like we used to not even create content. Like we weren't content creators. We didn't put out media. We just kind of did our thing and made some clips. Like now we actually create content. So yeah, it forced me to create content. And that's where like it's taken 2 years of college, but finally Casey's posting content. Like some of it is just time, and then you finally go and do it and you find your voice. And I think I found my voice a little bit this year, which was helpful.
Well, I mean, you use it's interchangeable. You use like, we used to not create content. My perspective is you actually used to just create content,
right?
Not be a human being content.
Yeah.
Like,
no, exactly.
You were focused on again, I don't want to consume content. I want to consume people.
Right.
And so I think, and it also helped with the business being in a spot where it was running itself, or Casey running it. Like you were able to have more opportunity to whatever, because someone else could handle something else. So it's like, yeah, I do have the battery to go walk in the lobby and make this video, about something I'm passionate about. That was, and it's like with me, like Casey's like, oh, do you have like content coming this week? I'm like, I was like, he's like, I don't even mean like Big 12 promo. Like are you going to be making content over the next 2 weeks? I was like, you mean like what I used to kind of do, like Tim content? And he was just like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. And at first I'm like, that's the easiest thing ever. And then the other part of me is like, sometimes I sit here and I'm like, well, I'm not in a hotel in a place no one's ever heard of, so I don't know if I'm even capable of that. I'm like, right now, like we're here.
It is, because
that's honestly why I just checked in, because like I was having that feeling, and I imagine everyone did, when you get into this routine of like you knew what content you were making every single week, and then it was go once you got into that new place. And then I'm like, hey, just remember, like sitting on your couch, you can still talk about like what your mom brought home for groceries, you know, like you can, that's still on the table.
No, I couldn't agree more, but there totally is a part of your brain where I'm like, well, I'm not going on a flight, so I don't really,
right.
I mean, flight content crushes. So
what is everyone doing this weekend?
I have a meet and greet. Hallie set up a little event. She's calling it a Meet Jack event because I've been living here for 9 months and have not spent more than 30 minutes with all her Miami friends that she's made over the last year. So no, we're just hanging out with some peeps. I think that's pretty much everything over on the slate. The real tricky part is post playoff. I've got like, I'm with the in-laws for like 5 days. I'm with Hallie. I'm going to be up in Palm Beach. Like, we're not going, because what I realized is I got back Monday afternoon, so essentially night. And I'm trying to do something with USF, which would have me out Tuesday. I literally would have like 8 days off of not traveling. Maybe it'll be 10. But over Christmas, when we get back, I mean, we're working 2 days that Monday, Tuesday before Christmas, post playoff, but like 19th until January 7th, we're probably traveling for Fiesta. Like, that's a fucking long ass time with no flight. So, yeah, this is more just like routine gym, couple extra gym days, couple of extra healthy days, chill. Christmas will be a fucking that I might not create much content. I might just shut it down, turn it off.
Yeah, I'm getting dinner with a bunch of my buddies Friday night or Saturday night, and we do this like once a year. And sometimes I can make it, sometimes it's like the worst FOMO if you can't make it. So we're doing that one of the nights. Getting drinks with one of my friends tonight. I'm doing a lot
obviously Tuesday night home week drinks,
network drinks.
Yeah.
I did say I'm in a hell of a position Tuesday night. Like, you're killing me.
Right. And, like, give me one night off.
And it just wasn't going to work. And I'm like, but like, this is my window. I don't know. Like, I get it. Like, I'm also the culprit too. I'm like, no weekends.
Right.
Like 99%. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Is that a Friday or Saturday? Yeah, no, sorry.
Right.
Do you guys prefer, like, once we're out of football, we still like travel a pretty decent amount, but
oh my God, I got into not a fight, but I kept telling Zoe, like, we're almost done. And then she was like, hey, can we like look at January and February? And then when she had the realization that almost done just meant not every single weekend, and then I laid it out for her, she was not upset with me per se, but just extremely upset at the situation. No, because she was like, who makes these decisions? I'm like, it's actually me, but it's not because I don't want to be with you, of course. It's just the nature of
it's the nature.
Because all I was like, we're almost done.
But outside of football, it's slightly less, but it's also like Monday through Wednesday sometimes, right? Like Milan would be a week, or media days is Tuesday through Thursday. Do you guys enjoy that more, or do you actually like the fact that it's like just over the weekend?
My point of view is, and it's actually not time related or traveling related. I'm just excited to exercise a different muscle of my brain, which I think will make me a better person to the people in my life.
Yeah, That's fair.
Like
what I've
the
come to
football
realize,
routine, the football routine.
Right,
Like
right,
I'm
yeah.
just like, I don't even care if it's like another muscle will just like do me well.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's totally fair. What I've come to realize is like when I'm gone, let's say I go, because I think last year with Cone I did like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Austin, right? So it was still like a 3-day trip, but Hallie's like not as choked because it would only be Monday night, Tuesday night, and then I'm back Wednesday night, and she's working all day. But what I find is like then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then we got to move all our weekly meetings around,
Yeah,
and then they're backfill, and I'm like,
it's like pros and cons. Every year, I'm having less FOMO about like missing weekends,
right.
like with my friends going out. So I'm at the point of like,
yeah. Once you move once you move in with Zoe, it saves a lot. Like
yeah, I actually prefer
yeah.
not disrupting the work week. I like having like I feel like once we leave for a place, I've completed all my work and I can put 100% focus in. But when we do like a Tuesday, Wednesday, it's like I'm still working on this. So when we have free time, I got to do this, and it kind of is more disruptive. And then you have the weekend. Like there's obviously pros and cons. You get a weekend, like that goes without saying, and your traditional work day. We don't work 7 days a week anymore. But I'm at the point where I don't really have FOMO seeing my friends go out. So I actually do prefer the weekend.
I mean, there comes a point and you're over the weekend thing. Like I'm totally comfortable with that. Like, and I said this to Jack like recently. I was like, I'm just like kind of summer. Like if there's a Wednesday at 12 and I get asked to golf, like I'm out. Like
Tim reserved the summer for himself.
No, just like that. That's what I mean. Like just
as long as once again, if
allow me to like leave the computer.
Just check in. Go do Italian Bowl for me. Take next Wednesday, Thursday off. I have zero problem. I can't get you full summer off.
No, and I'm not saying that either because I want to be working as well. But like, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, the YouTube meetup's at 3. It's like, can I just come for the first 20 minutes? I would really like to just like go on a walk with my sister because I'm home. Like, that's the balance for me is like those sort of things.
It's freedom. I saw a tweet which was like, if you really want to measure your success, do nothing. Do absolutely nothing. And it's not like see how you feel, because like some people are just by nature like we want to be more busy, but it's like, can you really just do absolutely nothing? And and like during the summer, that kind of is our measure of success to say, okay, well, these other 11 months or 10 months, I have been busting my ass. And then you look at the flip side and it's like, well, we clearly haven't fully made it because we do have to bust our ass in those 10 months.
Right.
But yes, it is nice to be able. I mean, I took a day or two during the fall where I just did play golf or left at 3:00 because we do deserve that time off and to be able to do what we want to do.
Well, like right now, I even feel guilty about like going out to dinner tonight.
Why?
Because like when we're in this, you like someone could like Matt could send V1 at 7, and it's like I get if Casey's like, where the fuck are your notes? It's like, you know what, man?
I get what you're saying.
But usually I'm sitting here and I'm just dialed and like waiting on the next thing, and it feels
right. Like Skylar's talking about how difficult it is. How they manage. Okay, we celebrate till Sunday, then we go home for a few days. We're still locked in. It's like we're always on.
Yeah,
you can never shut it down.
It's not chill if the slip hits and I went to bed, like that's like So it's those hours to me.
Yeah, good thing we don't have to worry about that.
We don't have to worry about that. And I wanted to say one more thing about the job thing. Okay, this is the public service announcement. This is the clip. I don't know what credential I have for this other than the fact that I've seen hiring go on. I've seen my company hire. My company is hiring. If you say that you love sports and that is the only qualification you have, God bless you. We all love sports. you need to show me something that you have done and or worked on in some capacity. You don't start making content or you don't start doing XYZ once you're hired. You're doing some of those things before you are hired. Does that make sense? It's not, hey, I would be so good on camera. You need to show me that in some way, shape, or form. Or I'm a really good. That's why photo editors, photographers have a link to their website. They go, here's my gallery. I didn't just say, hey, you know what? I like the cut of your jib. How are you taking photographs professionally? Okay, there's some like thing that happens beforehand.
And there's definitely people who say, well, I'm in school, I'm working 3 jobs. I'm if I had the opportunity, I would be good at content, which can be true, but with how decentralized and easy it is to make a piece of content, like I actually don't even need you to have. You could have 427 followers. You could have 4 followers.
You have 2.
But if you say I'm gonna make content, you can just make it. Like you don't have to tell me you're gonna make it. So I agree. I posted it on LinkedIn. It was 9 months ago now. It's one of my most viewed posts ever, and it goes, "Hey, I love all that you're doing at Snapback. I love sports. Do you have any job opportunities? I'm willing to do whatever." And so I said, let me help hundreds of you who have sent me this message and hundreds who will continue. And Tim, I can send you the LinkedIn post.
I've seen this.
Yeah. But it's 2 things. Loving sports doesn't mean you're built for sports business. It's 2 completely different things. Learn to love the business side of sports. How do you drive revenue? How do you build impressions? How do you create content? If you love sports, go be a fan. If you love sports business, you can work in the industry. Part 2, I will do anything. Now, this is nice. I actually don't hate if you say I will do anything, but there needs to be an etc. from there. So I will do anything means you've now passed the responsibility onto me to figure out what you should do at my company. How about you do anything, aka research the company, show me exactly where you could improve it, and then do it. So I gave an example, which is, hey, I love your trivia content. I will do anything to be a part of it. And here's how I think I could help. Your production level could be ramped up in the YouTube videos. Would you be open to sending me the footage so I can send you a more polished version? And I said that would get a 10 out of 10 response from me every single time. So by the way, especially for the role that we're hiring for, loving sports is a requirement. It just can't be the only one. And if you say I'm going to create content, you can create content today. So yes, it is definitely a pet peeve of everyone.
Do you love checking out of a hotel in Missoula at 4 a.m. for an Uber and then fly home, connect, and be expected to work a full day the next day? Do you love that?
And I think people do.
Right. But, and then again, with you wouldn't say, I love music. I would be so good in your orchestra. And then
It's a really good comp. It's a really good comp.
And I would go, okay, have you ever played in the orchestra? But I love I go to the Boston Pops every year. I love the orchestra.
The Dark Knight. Mr. What? Who's the director of that movie? Nolan Ryan, not Ryan.
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. You go up to Christopher Nolan. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie ever. I love the Batman series. I should be an extra. No. Heath Ledger, rest in peace. I should play the Joker. I loved the Joker. I should play the Joker.
But that's even too extreme. The orchestra, I would say, can you play me a little something? But I don't play an instrument. Brother, you could get the recorder out and just hot cross buns it for me.
Hot cross buns it.
It's sad we all had the same experiences growing up.
Orchestras don't say, you know what? I'm just looking for a guy who loves music to complete our percussion section. if I could just find someone that loved it enough, because all these guys, they fucking hate being the percussion.
They probably do hate it. Musicians, artists, we all hate ourselves. But
play me a tune. Play me a tune.
Play Tim a tune. All right, let's get into NFL picks. But one thing I just want to say, Hawaii that travel was miserable. And I know I've been doing it for 4+ years now. And we had Oregon, we had Montana, we had Madrid into Montana, Casey and I. You guys did Bowling Green. We did I feel like we traveled more west this year than last.
By a landslide.
Right. I forgot Dakotas we added, which would have been LSU. I thought this was like the easiest travel year ever. And we connected more. I don't know why. It just didn't bother me. Maybe it really was because we did the Thursday travel. And so there was no pressure to like get in, get out type of thing. I don't know. Did you guys feel like this was an easier travel year?
I just think I've gotten like showing up to the airport, going through security. Like it's just all just like I could do it in my sleep at this point. That like we get to a new place and it's like nothing even happened.
I'm like, where's the water I get? The Evian? Is it?
Yeah.
Where's your big Evian and 2 Uncrustables? And where's the gate? Like that is that, and then I've said over and over again, oh, you must be so tired from traveling. Must be so tired from traveling. I'm tired from thinking. So
Right.
the plane is the only time I have to think. So, I know Logan Airport. Like if they want me to draw a creation of Logan Airport, like I think I could make the blueprint of the thing for the next construction project off the top of my head.
It is so funny you say that. I was walking like out of LaGuardia one time and I was like, I just wish I was in like this is a real daydream I had walking out of LaGuardia. I was like, I want like Cash Cab. Like I want a reality TV show. Like for every restaurant you can name in LaGuardia, you get like $100. I would have walked out of there a millionaire. I can name exactly where you can get every piece of food in that entire airport.
I could walk through. I would go, yeah, Legal Seafoods right by B11, but actually there's another one right by that corner where B25 is.
Right. I can tell you. So the Starbucks at LaGuardia, when you walk in, there's going to be a big one that there's a big line. But if you go down the escalator behind B71, there's actually a hidden Starbucks that you don't have to wait in the line.
Yeah, and they snap it. Okay.
All right. NFL picks. I'm cutting us off.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Jack, you had Denver. You didn't call for Sean Payton to be murdered, but you did get
not
hooked.
Sean Payton. Pete
Nope,
Carroll.
Pete Carroll. Yep.
Other coach.
Other coach. I had the Ravens -6. We can move. And Tim got on the board. Vikings +1.5. Best bet of the day.
That was a great bet.
No,
Good bet,
such a
Timmer.
good bet.
Yeah.
Such a good bet.
I felt old school. Felt like a deserving blowout.
Yeah.
No.
God.
Daniel's back.
Who has
Fuck
picks?
that. I have a pick that's screaming on my model, but I need you guys to tell me where I'm missing. I mean, the Chargers and Eagles are fucking terrible. Herbert's hand, I get all that. I have Chargers Chiefs as pick 'em, and the Chiefs are laying 4.5.
Yeah, I think it's like, do the Chiefs actually suck? Yes or no? And if they do, you're getting a good number.
But they do suck. Like at this point, they very clearly
Well, the Texans have the best defense in the NFL.
And the worst offense.
One of.
So my whole thing is, and it's not the reason I liked Kansas City against Indy and I liked them last week against Houston was my model actually liked Houston, but I liked Kansas City is because like they just win. It feels like they're done. Like they're -500, missed the playoffs. It just feels like they're going to find a way thing has completely, if they would have found a way, it would have been against Houston again.
So
what do you make that line? Where am I so off here? Am I too low in KC?
Yeah, you're way too low. Let me just read you this real quick. So this is, I've mentioned before, this is the guy Sam Hoppin. He puts everyone's power rankings together. Going into last week, Kansas City, the composite of the ones he draws from, it's about 7 or 8. He had them as tied with Green Bay as the third best team in the league. FPI has them at 1. NetFlow has them at 3. Unpredictable had them at 4. Unexpected points had them at 4. FTN DVOA had them at 6. PFF had them at 3.
Do you
Pool
think
Genius
people
had them at 5?
Do you think people could be off though? Because I think that people are still power rating. My other line that's off, in my opinion, is the Ravens. Like I really think for the first time, people are having a tough time conceptualizing that the Ravens and Chiefs are they're just not good football teams.
You could say that the market is completely off.
Okay.
But you're like you and this is, I'm trying to get better at this because I would come from your thing, go, where am I off? There's no way I'm the only one that sees it this way. These guys do this like for a living.
No, of course.
You know, but also I go, you know what? Like, why didn't I get rich off of like the Detroit Lions coming onto the scene? Like Dan Campbell in the first 3 years went like, 50-12 against the spread, like because it was like no, like they're inflated. At one point they just weren't inflated. It waited. It came eventually, and so there's a lot of teams like this. So you're taking a stance, but just
right. So my real question is, of course, I knew that I'm probably a little lower on the Chiefs. I'm probably lower on the Chiefs than the market is, and I'm actually pretty low on the Chargers. So my feeling was I'm really low on the Chiefs. And the question to you guys is, what am I missing here? Like, why does everyone still think? Because their O-line is decimated. The weapons, like the run game is literally non-existent. And they don't even have this elite defense anymore. So what am I missing?
The problem is this is probably at this point in the season the fewest amount of points that a third-ranked team is over the median. Usually by this time of the year, the third best team in the NFL will be power ranked, say 7 or 8 points better. In the Chiefs right now, they have them at 5.
Right, like the Packers to the Bears. The Packers were 6.5 to the Bears.
So I think you're underestimating how much junk is below them.
Yeah, I have them as the 16th. Yeah, I dropped them below the Jags.
You don't even need to tell me if you had them favored or not, but just the names of some of this junk. Detroit, they're in a bad way right now. Buffalo's in a bad way. Indianapolis is in a bad way. Philly's in a bad way. Denver, a team that we all think is inflated. Baltimore's in a bad way. Houston doesn't have an offense. San Francisco's always hurt. That whole group is like,
no, it's
they have more similar qualities to that group than.
No, but my point is, I actually think they don't. They just have Patrick.
Then that's fine. That's fine.
That's kind of my take. Like, they're a bad ball club. And by the way, Patrick, he still makes the flashy plays, but it's bad. He can't throw a deep ball.
No, they're in a bad way. I mean,
no, you know what it is? It's the same thing as like, what elevated the Ravens power rating when all those injuries happen to the D-line and all that. It's like, sure, but like they have Lamar, and Lamar is Houdini, and like he makes the O-line better, and he can cover up for the defense, letting up 35 points a game. Like same thing as Burrow, right? It would be like if Burrow came back, but he actually wasn't good. And that's where the Ravens and the Chiefs offense are kind of at right now. They're just not like good units.
Right. No,
that's my take.
Everything you're saying is fine, but it's just you're going to be on an island. So, and that's you found an edge in the market. You think so you backed it up well.
And then the other one, is it the Rams are that good or the Lions are not that good?
Rams are power rated the best team in the NFL by a long shot.
I saw that. I was shocked by how much of a long. Like I have them 1, but I didn't think the gap.
Everyone's got them at 1. Consensus 1.
Anyone?
Consensus 1.
I feel like they're like Notre Dame.
They're really good.
Are they though? They just they blitzed.
Let's not do this. The Rams are amazing.
No, like you really think they're like amazing?
Yeah, they have one of the best defenses and one of the best offenses.
They've steamrolled a lot of teams.
Can we give picks?
Bad teams. Yeah, I'm Chargers
Again,
plus 4.5.
you think everyone's, but here's the thing: you think everyone's bad.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I think they're one, but they also they shouldn't have beat Seattle. They just lost to Carolina. No one is saying that Carolina's a good football team, are they?
They're actually not bad.
I think they got the stinker.
No, they did. But they picked Darnold off 4 times and Darnold had the ball.
That's what they're gonna do.
Okay. They lost to Philly. If you lose to Philly, you're ass. They scored 17 on our ass defense. I'm just saying. I made my pick, Chargers.
Okay. I am on I'm really hoping 10 pops here. Arizona Cardinals plus 9.5
Who do they play?
at Houston.
Honestly, I want to take Seattle because I just refuse to believe that against one of the better defenses. Is Phillip Rivers starting? That's just not real. I'm sorry. It's not like he's fresh retired. Guy's been retired for multiple years. What are we doing?
That is where we need a Kent Sports, because the fact that we don't have content reacting to that is just a disservice to our channels. Phillip Rivers is playing an NFL game.
I'm not understanding that. So that would be my pick, but it's not going to be, just in case they scheme something to where I don't even know, shorten the game. 14 points is a lot. I'm taking Dallas. I think not that they needed reinvigoration after losing to Detroit, but their playoff chances went down a lot. Philly losing a game to the Chargers, I think, gives them that.
They're alive. They're fully alive.
That's what I just said.
No, I know.
My point. That's my point. And you guys know how I feel about 9, so I'm just gonna fade him.
Is CD gonna be playing? What's the deal?
No, he's gonna sit.
No.
Is he a big swing for you?
Flournoy and Pickens.
I certainly think it helps.
Yeah, no, it don't hurt.
Certainly.
Actually, you could argue if Pickens finally had a game plan built around him, he'd be more excited to run some routes.
Yeah, I mean, no, I looked at that line. I feel too good about my Minnesota bet to even touch from last week. So I'm I'm going to take a break from you guys for a little bit.
Okay. I also
they are saying there's a chance because he had the
11 days.
Yeah. But I'm fine with it either way. We saw that offense was sufficient when CD was out earlier, and I think they can still be. Yeah. All right. We got to 2 hours again. Nobody's gonna fucking watch this.
The interviews.
Are people giving me credit for putting the Ravens out of contenders or no?
I haven't looked at my phone. Tuesdays are my busy days. Meeting, trivia, chop.
Me too. Me too, man.
Yeah, busy day.
All right.
A lot of doing things for other people kind of day.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna end it, Casey?
Oh, we're done?